Yes, good day, guys. My name is Abdulkabir Akinlabi. So, we want to continue where we stopped. Don't forget, this is my folder, my website folder. This is the primary folder. So now I'm going to move this thing, or I'm going to copy it. Either you are moving it or you are copying it. Anyhow you want to do it. I'm going to copy this thing to the root, the C drive here. So you see, if you have your XAMPP installed, you open the XAMPP inside your C drive. You open httdoc. So this is where your websites are. These are the websites I've worked with. So I'm going to paste that here. So you can see I'm going to have Kennedy there. You can rename it, you can give it any name. So let me call it let me leave it as Kennedy. Now you are now going to start your XAMPP control panel. Your XAMPP control panel. If you have successfully installed XAMPP, if you start your control panel, you should start this Apache. So when you start this Apache, later you will be starting MySQL, but for now I don't think it's necessary. But Apache is the web server. So now immediately you start it, you open your browser. So this thing is now going to be acting as our web server, our local host. So now how am I going to access? Don't forget that I said you are going to copy the Kennedy the website to your XAMPP folder inside your C drive. Then later on you open your XAMPP and launch the Apache to start the Apache. Now what will happen? I'm waiting for my now what we now do is localhost slash the name of that website, the name of that folder, Kennedy. Localhost slash Kennedy. If you have a very good so it's going to open. So it's now going to act like this. So with this you can work with PHP. So now you can see something like this now. Now that means that anything I'm working with now is going to be the one inside this my httdoc. So which is this Kennedy. Let me look for that Kennedy. Yes, this is it. So now don't forget I was working with my index. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to change. Initially this index.html is in HTML, so you have to convert it to PHP. How do you convert it? It's just very simple. You just save it as PHP. That's just it. So because before you can work with PHP, you save the file with PHP. So now what will happen? This is my index.html. So now how will I save it? I'm going to save it as index.php. So if you need that now it's going to be index.php. Now this is my PHP file. No, if you now like, you can delete that HTML. Now you can now have index.html, index.php. But you can immediately you have that index.php, you can delete that of HTML. Or if you leave it, it's not having anything to do there. So now this is my index.php. Now the first thing I'm going to do is that everything inside this head, don't forget that this head is linking, is the one that has the link to all the CSS. Immediately you remove this link like this. Let me save it and go and refresh my page. You see that you're going to lose all the CSS files. So now let me go back. Don't forget that here, this is where the head is. From the tag, I want everything to have the same head. So I want to remove it. Open new file, paste it there, and save it as don't forget, you have to browse to that. Make sure that you are inside that Kennedy. Yes, httdoc Kennedy. Yes, this is it. So you can save it inside this place as head.php. Are you getting it? I'm saving it as head.php. You can save it with anything, but I just always use something that is the name of the tag or the name of the section. So save it. Now this is where I've saved it. But here, what am I going to do here? In order for me to do as if I'm inserting that head here, so I can say use this. I want to borrow this PHP function. Normally, if you want to do PHP, this is how to write PHP. This is the syntax of PHP. So you can now have include what? Open this two brackets. what's it called, inverted commas or quotation mark, then you name the head, the name of the file, head.php. the meaning of this the meaning of this is that instead of you putting the code here, you just ask it to include the file, which is this one. Now let me go to the folder. You can see I have head.php. So you just include that thing. It will just be as if the whole code is here. So now if I should go and refresh my page, it's going to, you can see it's now working fine because I have included the head here. The reason why I'm doing this is, if you check this head, the title, any other page that I want to use, if I just want to use it, I'll just include this head, the whole of this head inside the page. Let me do another thing. Don't forget I'm still in index.php. What another thing that is very important in website is the menu. You can see the menu, the tag that houses the menu is this header. So you can just copy it. Don't forget what I have done. Cut it, open another. In fact, I can actually, before pasting it in another place, php include what's the name? Maybe I'll be calling it header.php. So don't forget that no header.php. So you end your php. So we are going to get to php in the next module, but not in this one. So you can see that now, because I have not pasted that header.php here, so I can easily, if you should name it header.php, make sure that you are inside that folder Kennedy. So you have header.php, or you call it menu.php. Now let me change it to menu.php or nav menu.php. Now do you know what will happen? I save the file as menu.php, but inside my index page I'm including header.php. Now let me go and refresh. You see that it's going to give error. You can see it say it cannot find this header.php. It's because I'm giving it, and also you notice that it's not giving the menu. You see the menu is not there. So that's the reason why is that I'm including header.php, nothing like header.php. So we have menu.php. Now it's going to include that menu now. So the advantage of this thing is that if you include, I'm going to make another page. So let me go straight to the footer. I'm going to do the same thing with the footer so that I can then let me look for where the footer is. Let me check the website and see what is footer. Footer is, I think, anything from this place is, it should be act as footer. Anything from this contact me. So now let us go and locate it. So now I want to locate that contact me, so that I can easily save it in a file. So I'm looking for it. So you can see, not that I have practiced this thing before, but it's just a matter of, okay, I'm up instead of down. So look at footer. Actually they make only this place to be footer. That's in this section, their own. This is what they call footer, this place. But I want to include the whole of this contact me. You can see this section till it ends here, and this footer till it ends here. So you can know where to copy it to, because I want that contact me to be part of it. Look at this, the section. I'm going to cut it. What will happen? Immediately you cut it, immediately write your php include. What are you including? You can call it footer.php. Don't forget, you are going to paste that footer here, save it as, don't forget, inside your Kennedy. So you have footer.php. So it's not going to include that footer. So if you refresh, nothing will happen to the footer. Now let me go and look at this about. There's nothing in about. Now let me go to my about. This is about. Don't forget, I want to repeat what I have done in the index. Now open your about page. You know, this about page is having its own head, but I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it. What will happen? No, don't let me remove it first. You first of all save it as about.php. About.php. Save it. Now we now have about.php. If you like, you can delete that about.html. This one, you can delete it because you have about.php. Now what will happen? This head. Let me go and launch that about.php. Let me see if it's actually so. Kennedy about.php. So you can see about.php is actually working. So now what will happen? I want to remove this head so that it can be having. Let me go and show you something. You see this head, you can see what is happening here. The title is about. So now I want to be using the same title for everything. So you know the head, let me delete the head in about and save. Go and refresh. You see it's going to lose the whole CSS. Now what will happen is that the position of that head, just go and include the PHP file, include what head.php. That means that it's going to fetch that head, the one we have. It's going to fetch it. You can see. So do you now see that is now inheriting what is inside that head? You can see what I'm saying. So if I just want to change, if you have thousands of pages on our website, immediately you just change this head. Just go to the head and change something, maybe the title to high practice. So both about us and the index page is going to have high practice because it's inheriting from a single file. So the same thing with the menu. If you like, you can let me remove that menu and inside about this header, I want to delete it. Now let me first of all delete it without including. You can see that the menu has disappeared. So now what will happen? PHP include what? Menu.php. Menu.php. Am I right? No. Oh. PHP include menu.php. So now you can see it has included the menu. So that's the same thing with footer. So I can easily go there and delete on inside this about us page. This is going to, you should practice it and do like 5 pages. If you can do like 5 pages, I think you are good to go. So this is from where I deleted. I don't need this one because this one is a custom. This one, what will I do? PHP include what? Footer.php. Are you getting it? So it's now going to inherit my own footer. You can see. So do you know what will happen if you go to your footer.php? If you change anything here, maybe this template is the all right reserve. This template is made with or by maybe Abdikabir. Let me put Abdikabir here. So the whole file is going to look at Abdikabir. If you go to index.php, is also going to have Abdikabir as, because it's inheriting same file. Are you getting it? So now let me tell you something. Inside my menu.php, if I want to link something, I'll just link it like this. You know that this thing is not linking to anything before. I'll just link it to about.php. So immediately link it, all the pages will be, this one is initially linking. Let me go and change it in my menu. So just change it that your home should be linking to index.php, and what will happen again? Yes, index.php, and your about should be linking to about.php. Inside this menu file, it's going to affect everything. So now if I click on this one, about, is you can see index, about is linking to about.php. If you go back to index, they'll be operating the same way. So that's how to do different pages of website. So you can just try and watch this video, check what what is custom, what will be uniform throughout your pages. Do you know the reason? If you are designing the whole footer separately, if the owner of the website asks you to change this info does this thing, that means that doesn't mean that you are not going to change information at scholarly.com throughout the entire pages. No, you just need to change it in one file, which is that footer.php, and it affects every part of your website. So please try and practice it and see. I know the only issue you'll be having is from this issue of installing XAMPP. Run your Apache, go to your this thing, your localhost slash name of your website. Then when you have any issue, please just try and contact me. There's no way we won't be having one-on-one training. So try and download the team viewer that I've said, so that when you have an issue, you let me know. So for now, thank you very much.